we are again. This is the third class of yoga for elderly, led by Sofia Pekić-Tvori, Studio Surya, Loznička 11, Belgrade, Serbia. Here we are in our so-called easy position. I'm using 2 extra pillows to support my knees. Even I'm more comfortable by doing this. I have crossed my legs. For whoever feels uncomfortable, please be free to put your legs like that. It's important to be comfortable. I have support for my lower back with another pillow, but I don't lean like that as I am watching television. I'm trying to maintain upward position. I have support here, but my upper back, I'm trying at least not to touch, not to lean. I am trying to have this upright position with my shoulders back and with my chest forward. Close your eyes and try to sense what you feel inside your body. Try to get awareness of your body. Try to think about the position of your body. Where are your legs, your feet, your knees, your thighs? What's the position of your trunk, stomach, back, shoulders? Is your body comfortable with this position? Do you feel any strain, any pain? If you do, just slightly or tenderly touch this spot. Be aware of it and try to do something to make it easier, to change the position. Then focus on your breathing. Pass the attention, full 100% attention on your breath. On your inhale and on your exhale. Try to think on your breathing. How long does the inhale take? How long does the exhale? Do you make breaks between inhale and exhale and the next inhale? Do you move any part of your body during the breathing? Don't change your breath. Just think about it. Focus. And then put your hands under your breasts. Start breathing yoga, breath, ujjayi. Deep inhale and longer than your normal inhale. Slight break between the inhale and then exhale. And then the long, relaxing exhale. break between exhale and the next inhale. All through your nose. Complete awareness of your own breathing. All thoughts that might pass on your mind, just let them go. How long does this inhale take? And how long does this exhale take? Is it longer or deeper or in any other way different from my normal breathing? Does any other part of my body takes part in the breathing process? If not, I involve my stomach and my chest. During the inhale, I blow up my stomach and my chest. There, now going forwards. My hands are moving forwards. And during exhale, slowly backwards. Slow and deep. Inhale. Slow and deep and relaxing. Exhale. One more. Then back to the starting position with the hands on my knees. Try to get aware of how you feel. And are you ready for the first exercise? Moving our head, circling with our head from left to right and from right to left. With inhale with your head leaning backwards, with an exhale with your head leaning forward. Slowly, as much as your inhale takes, you move head in this position, and as much as an exhale takes, the movement of the head in this position takes. Slowly and synchronized with breathing, please, the most important. Don't forget also to focus on your body during the exercise. I would like that you feel really what's happening in your body while doing any exercise. Inhale, circling on this side with my head backwards. Now, with an exhale, my head goes this side. What you feel? Which muscles stretch? Where do you feel the strain? When my head is here, I feel the strain on my left side of the neck. Now when my head is leaning towards my left shoulder, I feel the strain here. Then when my back is backwards, I feel slight strain just there. You can also, like me, touch those places that you feel under activation. And then when my head, is in the front, I do feel some strain here on the back of my head. So by being aware of all those senses, please circle with your head. Inhaling and exhaling in accordance together with your breathing. Now we shall change the side. I'm now circling with an inhale from my right shoulder to my left shoulder, and with an exhale from my left to my right. Again, touch the parts of your neck that are under stress. Just to rise the awareness of what's going on. Breathe loudly so that you can hear your breathing. And consequently control it better. Not just breathing, but the movements as well. And with an exhale, we shall go back to the starting position. Spend a few seconds just thinking about how do I feel? Is my neck a bit more flexible or mobile? Do I have any effect of this practice? Put your hands at the ankles of the front foot, or for those who are with her legs in this position, just put your legs maybe here, maybe here. Let's put them there. And then do the following exercise. With an inhale, I'm opening my chest, widening my chest. My shoulders are back, down and back. My head is leaning back as much as it is comfortable. And then with an inhale, I'm doing the opposite action. Completely opposite action. Inhale and exhale. Again, feel the sensations in your body. Then exhale, back to the starting position. We shall now circle with our hips, with our pelvis. Hands stretched towards the left foot. Our legs are stretched now. And with an inhale, we are back and from the left side to the right, and then with an exhale we are bent forward and go from our right foot to the left. Inhale, exhale. Try to strengthen your arms when you're exhaling. Bend down. Back to the starting position. Have a little free movements. And then put your hands stretched towards your right foot. Inhale. And exhale in the opposite direction. Try to feel what muscles are stretched now. Where do you feel the action? In which part of your body? One more circle. And we shall sit like that with our legs in the front. We shall do some exercises for our leg and arm joints. To start with, strengthen your legs and your arms are with the palms down, and then with an inhale, feet up and hands up. With an exhale, down. One more. Relax. Then we shall do an exercise for our knees, for one of the major joints. Bend your right leg, put the right foot next to the left knee. Left leg is flexed, as you see. My foot is not just relaxed, it is under 90 degrees with the lower leg. So it is active, that's what I want to say. We are also exercising all the muscles of the lying leg. And we are exercising the right leg. Hold your right leg under your knee, put your hands under your knee, and then try to keep your upper leg fixed, because then the movement in your knee joint will be stronger. Lift your leg and do this movement. Up, lower leg goes up with an inhale and down with an exhale. Up and down. The length of the movement, the duration of the movement is the length of the breathing. Of an inhale and then exhale. Again, we are exercising coordination between breathing and movements. One more. One. And down. Relax, and then fix the right leg, again active, with a flexed foot. Left foot next to the right knee. Hold your left hand under the knee, and then move up and down your lower leg. Inhale. Oh, I'm feeling some strange, at the edge of the pain here in the hip region. If you do feel so, stop, relax. Try again, and if the pain or some uncomfortable feeling again occurs, you may decide to stop. If it is not that strong or that uncomfortable, you continue. But be aware of One more. And then both legs are stretched. Not stretched, I'm relaxing them at the moment. We shall now do some small exercise for our hips, for the joint of the hip. Again, very important joint. You position your legs in this frog-like position. Your soles are in close contact, if possible, and your feet are close to your body, as close as possible. So I have opened my hips to the extent of my possibilities, of course. When you are in such position, don't push or press on your knees, never. You just hold. I'm just holding my knees. With an inhale, I'm going up with both legs. With an exhale, down. And one more. My ladies in my class like this exercise, but they do it as I instruct, like with an inhale and an exhale, but then they say, can we just do this, like a butterfly? And then I said, yes. Do we have to breathe? You have to breathe, but not to jump, I say. So please do, if you feel happy to do that, if you feel nice doing that, please do it. This is the free action. Your legs like butterfly, happily flying around. And then slow down. And we go on the floor. I'm in the so-called light standing pose, trying to stand upright with my hands forward, palms facing each other. Strong hands, I want you to exercise your hands in this point, and then widen your hands, chest open. Inhale. With an exhale, close your hands in this position. Don't relax here, just bend your arms, and then in this position of the arms, repeat the exercise. Inhale and exhale. I want you to sense what you feel. Do you feel any pressure, any compression, any stretching? I can tell you what I feel. I feel my shoulders. So I know that I am exercising this part of my body. Both shoulders. Oof, 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 oof. Let's do the shoulders a bit more, shall we? Flex your hands like that, and then with an inhale, circle on this side, and with an exhale, opposite. One more. That was exercising arms and shoulder region. Now additional exercise for our legs. Remember that very simple, not quite easy, but very simple exercise. With an inhale, up, with an exhale, down. With an inhale, up, with an exhale, I'm doing this if necessary. Not even touching, but just the feeling that I can use the support, that I can lean on some surface, helps me to stay still. This is what I'm telling you, that your mind is very powerful tool. Your mind connected with your body and concentrating on your body, then you really can achieve much more than you think. Now we shall do the same with our arms stretched above our head. I want you to feel the stretching of all your body, basically, not quite all your body, but your arms, the sides of your trunk, and of course the legs. If you are moving, don't worry. It's important that all those parts of your body are stretched. And with an exhale, go down. And at the end of this section, please feel free to do whatever your body tells you to do. Whatever tiny part of your body hasn't been awakened, it is a chance to do so now. And then slowly, slowly come back. If you feel but just gently swinging around, not around, we are not going around, but just slightly circling. Gentle movements producing this squeak of the floor. And then calming down. Now we are in our standing pose Tadasana. We shall do few poses that we already did, I think, last time, if not during the first class already. So you must remember them, you must already know what are the important instructions or alignments. We said that Tadasana is one of the major poses in yoga practice, and that we should take care how we position ourselves, because this is the way to do safely other asanas from this pose. Our legs are straight down, feet parallel to each other. I have to sense the stability by pulling my toes up and down and widening my toes. Then I have to stretch my lower leg muscles, my thighs strongly, 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 like you have a brick between your thighs. Then contract the muscles of your bottom, of your stomach, and of your bottom. Stomach, the feeling is like pulling this lower part up and pulling your bottom down. Like you want to do this and that. So you are basically, by this movement, putting the pelvis in the anatomically proper position to hold the spine correctly. When you have done those three, I would say, the most important movements, strengthening or not strengthening, contracting your the muscles of the thigh, muscles of the stomach, and muscles of the bottom. Then you have made, as we said, the muscle corset for your spine. Now we have to align the upper part of the body, shoulders back and down, away a part of each other, a part of the ears, chest is in front, arms are strong with the fingers wide apart, active legs, active arms, active muscles of almost all trunk. From this position, we, with an inhale, we lift our hands and look straight. Try to strengthen your elbows as much as possible. And with an exhale, down. Then inhale up and exhale, just go to the chair pose. Chair pose. Bend your knees. Try, just watch if your knees have gone in front of your toes. If they did, just move them back. This is an important instruction. Knees above your toes if you want. And then back. The third or the fourth pose from Tadasana is so-called Uttanasana, which is bending forward from the hip with your trunk as upright, if you want, as possible. So you're not bending like this. You are bending like this, so your trunk is in Tadasana position. Your legs are in Tadasana position. You just make this with your body. You are like that, and now you do this. Another instruction, important instruction, for I would say all forward bendings, if you are standing or if you are lying or if you are sitting on the bed or on the mat, and you do your forward bendings, always, the rule is that you always bend forward with an exhale, and you always move forward from your hip region, like that. And as a way of easing up this movement, because very many people have problems with these hamstring muscles, hamstrings. They are shortened, naturally shortened. They will be awakened. You will see, if you are persistent in yoga, you may find out that your bends will be deeper and deeper, which means that those muscles have been fully awakened. But we shouldn't stretch them too much to start with. So you are always allowed to bend your knees, gently bend, not bend like that, gently. And then you will see that bend forward will be much easier. Again, you should slightly bend your knees when you go back to the Tadasana pose, to the upright pose. So having all that in mind, let's do it. Inhale and exhale. I'm trying to keep my back straight, coming to the certain point. Now I'm bending a little bit, and with another exhale I try to do more. Try to do more. And then stay in this position and breathe. You will see that you can strengthen your legs at one moment. That would be even comfortable. And with an inhale, slowly, you can again bend your knees and slowly go backwards to the upright position. Never go down and back. In the normal life, everyday life, never do it quickly, as we used to do so many times. No. In our age, we always do the gentle bend to take something from the floor, to do something on the floor or whatever. Gently down and gently and slowly up. As a rule, please. And always with an exhale down and with an inhale up. Now I will show you the major poses that are the part of the so-called sun salutations. I would like now to introduce sun salutations. The easiest one, at least I find the easiest one, type A from Ashtanga Yoga. We have already done some that are essential part. Then we are now going to do 3 poses that also consist, take part in sun salutation. We shall go one by one, and then we shall combine everything. It's not that difficult. And why I want to introduce sun salutation? Because by that combination of asanas, you practically awaken or activate almost as many muscles in your body as possible. It's a very important combination of asanas. We shall from now on apply them on every class. Let's do those 3 that I have announced. For those 3 asanas, which are plank, upward facing dog and downward facing dog, we normally, when we use the mat, our palms go to the mat. And these poses we call 4-leg poses, because your body is leaning on all 4, 2 legs and two arms. But as we are elderly, and we shall challenge ourselves in classes to come, but to start with, we shall use the chair. I have fixed the chair. It is on my Steve, how do you call this? Nije blanket, nego je?
The mat, floor, carpet.
Carpet. Because if you put it on the floor, it will slide. So the chair is with all 4 legs on the carpet. I have put such a board. I think that everyone has that relatively large board. Stevodaska, sorry. Board. Because it's nice to have hard support for our arms. I have tried to do all of that on the bed, but it is very uncomfortable because your arms sink down in the soft bed. Now this is basically what you should all have, and I am talking to enable you to bring your chair and your board from somewhere. Hoping that you manage to do so. You stand in front of your chair, and we are in Tadasana, as you see. Tadasana, hard buttocks, hard thighs. When you press your thighs, they are stony hard, as I say. Lower this part of my abdomen. Stomach is hard again. My pelvis is moved a bit in this direction. My gluteus muscles are moving down this part of my body. Shoulders back, chest in front, stronger arms. One or two deep breaths just to prepare ourselves for the first asana that I'm demonstrating, called plank. Hands up, and then put your hands on the flat surface of the board. Active. All fingers are wide apart, and every part of your palm is touching the board. Try to make such rotation in your arm joints that this point of the elbow, inner part of your elbow, is turned toward the front, towards the lean of the chair. It is important that you have such position of your arms when doing those three asanas, because this is the safest way. Rotation in your elbows and in your shoulders is giving you the best support if they are like that. Now, with an exhale, we shall move our legs. Znači, inhale and exhale. Exhale, you go backwards, and then keep your body straight. Your stomach is strong. Stomach and buttocks are holding this position. You should make the 45 degrees with the floor, bottom down, not down, down, not up, just like that. Try to make your body like a flat plank. And breathe. I am on my toes. Legs are on the toes. With an inhale, I come back in one step, of course, to the starting position. That was plank. Position of the hands in the next two asanas is the same, so I'm not going to spend time with this, demonstrating the second asana, called upward facing dog. Again, hands up with an inhale, with an exhale, positioning the hands and the arms, and then again going back on your toes and doing this. This is upward facing dog. Stretch your shoulder. Your shoulders go back. Chest goes forwards. Your bottom goes down now. And with an inhale, I go back. We shall now do the third asana on 4 foot, to put it like that. Stevo, kako se kaže na 4 noge? On 4...
On all fours.
On all fours, thank you. I have my own personal translator in the back, which is very helpful. Inhale. Exhale, hands on the board. And stretch your legs to the distance which is comfortable for lifting your bottom up. Your pelvis now is the top of the hill, I would say. This is downward looking dog. Your head is down between your arms. Try to pull your shoulders away of your ears as much as possible to keep your back as straight as possible. Feel the activation of all leg muscles, of all arm muscles. Your stomach is strong, 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 and your bottom is trying to keep that position of being the top of your body. One inhale, one exhale, and with another inhale, you go back to the Tadasana pose. Light Tadasana, let's relax a bit. Now we basically have all elements of the sun salutation type A. We shall now slowly and gently do all of those asanas together, starting with Tadasana. I should just now demonstrate, you just watch. The first asana in sun salutations is Tadasana. Then you have this pose of lifted hands, Urdhva Hastasana. Then you have Uttanasana, this forward bending pose that we were exercising with an exhale. Now with another inhale, we do semi-Uttanasana, which is the position of the back of my trunk and my legs is 90 degrees. I use the opportunity of just resting a bit in this pose by holding my knees. At least that makes me comfortable. I hope you will be as well. And you look forward. This is Uttanasana. And then with an exhale, you do plank. With an inhale, upward facing dog. With an exhale, downward facing dog. Downward facing dog is a very good pose for stretching our spine. So people suggest that we should stay at least 2 or 3 inhales or exhales, if not more. But let's start with 2 inhales and exhales in this pose, and then we finish up with Tadasana. So this is the combination of those 3 standing poses and those 3 4-foot, Steve, or 4-leg poses.
4 legs.
4 legs. Sorry, I'm wrong. 3 plank, upward facing and downward facing, but 3 4-leg poses. Let's try to do that as much as we can. It will get improved as we go, don't worry. Don't worry if you missed some pose, if you missed inhaling or exhaling in a way that it is not coordinated with Samasana properly. Don't worry, it will all get sorted out. Slowly. Slowly, don't worry, just think what you are doing. Focus on what? On breathing and movements. And try to coordinate. Just try. What we are doing with our yoga practice is just trying. We are not trying, our goal is to do the asana in a best possible way, aesthetically or morphologically speaking. No, trying, the process is important. Tadasana. Breathing in Tadasana. With an inhale, arms up. With an exhale, on the board in the plank. Keep your pose with the stomach muscles. Then upward facing dog, then downward facing dog. You can move your legs to get to the most comfortable pose. And then one breath, two breaths, and with another inhale, we go back in Tadasana. Relax a bit, and this is now the time for our final relaxing pose. Go back to the bed. I will just instruct you, I will lead you, so I will not do Shavasana with you because we found out that then my voice goes very, very unclear. So your position is, if you remember, like this, so you are relaxed, legs wide apart, arms wide apart, palms up, and your feet are just leaning down, relaxed. Close your eyes. And start being aware of your body, fully aware of your body. You are sinking in the surface of the bed. Relax your feet and all toes. Relax your lower legs, your knees, and your upper legs. Relax your hips and your stomach. Relax all content, all organs in your stomach. Relax your chest, lungs, and heart. Relax your back, lower back, upper back. Relax your spine, vertebra per vertebra, from the neck to the bottom. All spine is relaxed. Relax your hands with all fingers. Relax your lower arms and your upper arms. Relax your shoulders and your neck and your head, your chin, your nose, finally your eyes. Whole body is relaxed. You can't move. You are fixed to your bed. And then, when you are ready, start moving your feet, your legs, your hands and your arms. Stretch as you have just get awake, as you have just woke up. Turn on your side, and when you are ready, go to the starting position, to the light pose from the beginning of the class. Put your hands in Namaste. With closed eyes, breathe Ujjayi. Deep inhale and long relaxing exhale. Thank yourself for exercising, for doing yoga. Namaste.